Hello, I'm going to do the daily energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not, as that may be meant for someone else. All right, so we're going to look at what you may possibly be struggling with today. We're going to look at what you may need to look at and be aware of, and then we will look at possible future energies that may be coming in for you. All right, what you may be struggling with, it could have to do something with business. It could have to do with somebody who is stubborn, somebody who is being difficult, somebody who is being one-sided. Maybe you're being one-sided. Are you being stubborn? Are you just seeing things one way? It could have to do with work or a career that you're struggling with. All right, what you may need to look at is there may be a decision that you need to make about something. You know, maybe there's something that you need to make a decision about, but you're not ready to make the decision, so you're looking at both sides of the situation. Future energies, we have the moon, which could be Pisces. It could be a relationship with a Pisces that you're not really sure where this relationship needs to go or you want it to go, but it also could be that maybe you're heading in a new direction that you didn't even realize you would be in, because maybe it's because of this decision here that you're like, I know I want to move away from this, but I'm not really sure where I'm headed to. Trying something different, because we have the little crab or lobster here who's used to being in the water, but the crab is going on to land, which is a different area for him, which is a different life for him, which is a different terrain for him. So that could be you changing your terrains or changing your areas or your lives or your directions, right? That you're going in, that you want to have that change. And maybe here you're trying to decide, okay, if I stay with this is going to happen. If I go with this might happen. And looking at all of the results that would happen from your decision. Oh, look at that. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups. All right. So maybe that has a big thing to do with it, is because we have the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is overall energy, which is, what is your Nine of Cups? Are you ready to make your Nine of Cups happen? Are you ready to have that come true? Could do with a business, like I said in the beginning, because the King of Pentacles is somebody who is very good in business, and that's why he has a pentacle, which is representing money and career. So he's very good at that. So maybe that is something that you're thinking about changing, but you're not ready to make the decision yet. But you're making sure that the decision that you make is one that you feel confident with. And it may be something where you're like, well, I'm not really sure where this is heading, but I know this, I feel this is the right direction for me. I feel that this is the right thing for me. All right, so let's get some tarot. We have Two of Pentacles. Maybe what you're struggling with is because you have this decision that you want to make, right? It could have to do with money or business, but you're trying to figure out, hey, how do I work on something new, but still try and handle what's going on? So it could be that maybe you're deciding that you want to start your own YouTube channel, but you're like, well, I can't just quit my job and do YouTube. You know, I have to still work my job and find time to do this YouTube channel. I have to find time to do this thing on the side. And what you're struggling with could be is finding that balance, is where am I going to find that time, right? If you're really busy, you're like, how on earth am I going to find time, right? But if it's something that's really important to you, you will find the time, you will make the time, because this is something that makes you happy, because this is related to your Nine of Cups. The Chariot, how do you move forward? Struggling with how do I move forward? So today is kind of, maybe it's a struggle day and you're like, well, I really want to do this, but I'm really not sure, and I need to sit down and I need to figure out, how can I make this work? How can I make this happen? How can I make this a success? How can I, you know, make my Nine of Cups come true? And then looking at, okay, if I do this, if I do that, you know, is this really something that I want to put energy and effort into? Is this something that I'm feeling driven towards doing? Is this something that is worth possibly the struggle that I'm going to have to do to trying to find the time to make this work? You know, looking at, is this going to affect my relationships? Is this going to really make me tired? Am I going to be able to persevere? Am I going to be able to push through? Are other people going to be talking about this, right? Are they going to be putting their 2 cents in? Or do I need to stand up for myself and say, hey, this is important to me. This is what I want to have happen. This is what I want to do. And this is important to me. So I want to make this happen. And learning from the past that maybe, hey, in the past I gave up on things, right? In the past I didn't do things because I was trying to make somebody else happy, but then I felt that I was missing out on my 9 of Cups. In the past, I put a lot of effort and energy into somebody else's dreams coming true, but now I'm feeling like, hey, it's time for me to make my dreams come true. It's time for me to focus on me. It's time to do those things that are important for me. We have 7 of Wands, definitely important for you, standing up for what you believe in, that you may have all these challenges coming through, but you're like, no, this is what I believe in. This is what I feel is important to me. This is what I feel my 9 of Cups is. Seeing things from a different perspective and seeing, you know what, time goes by so quickly, and before you know it, months have gone by, years have gone by, decades have gone by, and you still maybe haven't reached that 9 of Cups. And seeing things from the perspective of, this is really important to me and I'm going to make this work. 5 of Pentacles, temporary hardship. This is just temporary because I feel like you're so dedicated and you're so excited about this, and this is something that's so important to you that you will make it happen. That you will find a way to make it happen. Weighing out the negatives and the positives, right? Weighing out, okay, if I do this, then, this will happen, or I do that, that will happen, or I just need to cut back a little bit here or spend a little more time here. Like I said, if it's something that's really important to you that you feel dedicated to, you will find a way to make it happen. Page of Pentacles, good feelings, new feelings, happy feelings, right? Good energy, moving towards the positive, feeling excited. And the more I feel like you start focusing on this 9 of Cups, and the more you start getting into it, I almost feel like you're going to have that adrenaline rush to where you're like even more excited and you're even more energized, and your cup is overflowing even more because you're like, it's like building upon itself because you are finally doing what it is that you've been wanting to do, that you feel that this is the time is right. So maybe today is kind of finding that balance or figuring out how can you make this happen, right? Looking at, okay, just taking that piece of paper. What are the positives? What are the negatives? How am I going to make this happen? I can make this happen, right? Putting your sword up in the air and saying, yes, I will make this happen. We have Porcupine Spirit. Time for beginner mind, and that's what you need, is that beginner mind to figure out how you can make this 9 of Cups happen, how you can make things work for you. You may start off on one path and feel like you're going in one direction, but then you can make adjustments as you go along, right? You can make adjustments to your schedule or your time, or you could put a little more time here, a little less time here, and you can make adjustments. But I feel like it's taking that first step, which is the most important. And once you get moving in the direction, then you'll be able to figure out what will work best for you. But figuring it out and going after that 9 of Cups. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive and stay safe, and I will see you next time.